I want to bring in Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick, a forensic genealogist. Her company, Identifinders International, helped to identify the remains of Holly's parents. First of all, congratulations. What a huge story. But what steps were taken? Can you tell us, how did you identify remains 4 decades old?
First of all, we noticed the case on the internet and NamUs, and we decided it would be a good case for us to try because John and Jane Doe were Caucasian, which tends to work better with genealogy. So we worked with the Forensic Science Institute, the Harris County Forensic Science Institute, to get DNA extracted from the remains, and that it gave us genealogical data to try and identify the two people. We identified the John Doe as Dean Clouse first, and then when we contacted the family, they said, well, what about Tina? He was married, which keyed us to Jane Doe was Tina. So after we had identified both individuals, the family said, well, they also had a child with them named Holly. And that opened the investigation to Holly by the Texas Attorney General's office.
But once you found out who the birth parents were and the Texas Attorney General's office got involved, how did they tie this now grown-up Holly to this murder case?
Because we knew Holly, was missing, and that initiated. There's a lot of details that are with the Texas Attorney General that we can't say, but I will say that the investigation spanned, Florida, of course, where she was born. They brought in the Attorney General of Arizona. They brought in the Louisville Police Department, where the bodies were found, and they brought in the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So the combination of those 4 organizations was enough to find the trail that Holly left in life, and which led to her whereabouts today.
Do you think that finding out about her origin story will actually lead eventually to who killed her parents and who put her up for adoption?
I think so, because there's enough information about, her adoption. I know probably whatever documentation is there, there's probably had some legal documents. Adoptions always involve, some kind of identification of the parents and whoever is adopting them. So I think that might be enough. If they obviously know her birth parents, if they're alive, they can speak to them. But already the Attorney General has revealed something about the cult, and there's probably a lot of information out there historically about them, and they know some of the names, obviously, because they spoke those at the conference. So I think, based on my experience of tracking people worldwide, that there's enough that somebody's going to know something about that cult, and within the cult, somebody's going to know who those people are.
Wow. Have you had a chance to meet Holly? I would imagine this is very jarring for her, emotional. She gets to meet her grandparents, we just found out. But were you able to actually lay eyes on the woman that you helped uncover?
I was not there, but one of our genealogists, Misty Gillis, was online, and she said that Holly was just such a beautiful person. She accepted what happened. Of course, it's kind of shocking, but the families can't wait to see each other. They're very grateful for all of this work that was done to reunite them, and of course, it gives hope to other cases like this, other children that are missing, that they will be brought home too someday.
Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick, we need more hope. Thank you so much for bringing us some this morning. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.